It has been a long time coming, and I mean a long time coming since we've done some Shadowverse. And you know what I've been thinking to myself a lot lately? There's been way too much gameplay on this channel recently. It's time for us to finally sit back and just let a visual novel play out. What's that? Shadowverse is a card game? According to who? All kidding aside. We were doing some event stuff the other day, and it got me thinking, hey, the story mode has been updated, and I said we would resume it when it got updated. I've just been so swamped with other projects between work, school, and the other games that we stream on the channel that it's just Shadowverse has kind of fallen by the wayside, and this is one of the games that we stream the most on this channel, or it was previously, and it's lost its title. And I would like to change that moving forward, but we got more lessons from Lainecrest. I took some time to update a bunch of my decks. Some of them might as well just be jank piles and not very playable, but some of them are pretty playable. And I guess that's all we have left to do. So, I guess this will also be a good time to plug the YouTube channel. If you are watching this, you can watch the previous stream. It'll be not in the Shadowverse playlist, it'll just be in the highlights playlist of events. And it should be up there on the 12th, which, if you're watching this video on YouTube, then it's already up. Once again, we'll plug the Discord. The link is in the description of every video, as well as the About page here on Twitch. You can go to the Discord there. Please don't DM me. And because I'm getting annoyed to no end by the constant pestering of people trying to promote art, logos, standby screens, I don't do this as a full-time job. I can't pay you. And if I could afford to pay you, I have a laundry list of people that I would pay first. I would love to pay for art. Right now, not in a position to. Definitely not going to be in a position to in the going future. On a related note to that, feel free to throw me a sub on Twitch, because from moving forward, we're going to leave the chat in sub only. You might see the mods pop in every now and then if they want to comment, but that's pretty much all that's going to be happening from this point on. It's going to be me and the mods. Which, honestly, since we switched to sub-only chat, I've honestly been appreciating how quiet it's been. Less spoilers get dropped in chat. Less people trying to promote, because it's in the chat rules. If you are promoting or trying to sell me something, I will ban you. Or the mods will. Okay, mini rant aside, let's get back to not playing a game. Because that's what we do on these Shadowverse streams. We don't play games. Chapter 6. Father's Forces. Just a bit of a recap. Yeah, war has broken out at the school. So, Chapter 6. Father's Forces. I'm itching to see how this story gets resolved, or if I'm going to have to wait another 6 months.
The Headmaster and the professors have violated the pact! They would see the entire academy destroyed!
But we will defend what is ours! You now face an army of dragons and students!
Oh no.
Ha! You treacherous rascals set off the explosion yourselves, and we all know it!
We will have order! Surrender or face the consequences!
I think Weiss set off the explosion, if you want to point fingers.
There are probably fights like this all over campus. And the only way to stop them is for me to... Stupid legs. Move. You can do this, Lyle.
Performance
Believe
anxiety
in
is a thing.
yourself. In the years you've spent preparing for this moment. And remember, you are not fighting merely to best him in combat. You are fighting for victory. Such destruction.
So each person has their own final opponent. Lyth's going to go after his dad, the Headmaster. Amaryllis is probably going to take down the Student Council President. And Verdi is going to have to get Weiss, I guess.
The explosion alone couldn't have caused this. Father's undead have already done a number on the Academy. I'll fight it! Now run!
You'll...
Run! I'll be fine.
Oh, I just realized something. He's probably gonna have to fight his mom, isn't he? When did I play the last chapter of Testament before this, now that I think about it? I don't remember. I want to say it was June, July?
Individually, they're not so tough.
I'm gonna have to go back and check. I'll look at it when I'm starting to update the YouTube descriptions.
Yeah! Only there's so many of them to fight. But I don't have much of a choice either. I need to clear a path, fast!
Ah, there he is. Mr. I could not possibly dress more evil himself.
He's all the way across the courtyard. But I swore I'd stop him. And they trusted me. They trust me! Because they know how hard I've worked for this!
I wonder if Cornelius has an exploitable weakness.
It's been years since he last spoke to me. But now... Ah! Now I won't be ignored. I'll make him answer! I have to! For all the times he dismissed me! For how he neglected Mother! But she loved him to her last breath!
Did she? I don't know if I ever got that impression that she loved him.
And
I feel like it was more of a mutual respect thing, or maybe she understood that she was being used and made the most of it.
I won't ever let you forget! We meet again, Father.
Just you. I was hoping for Lilium, but no matter. Well, what do you want, Lyle?
So, you remember my name at least.
I make it a point to remember
my phone must be blowing up.
failures, lest I repeat them. It would seem if I am to grasp magic's most profound secrets, I must do so with my own hands.
A failure. Yes, last you saw me, I was. But no longer. For years, I trained, studied. All for the day when we would be reunited. In battle.
I confess, I did not foresee this.
I didn't pick a dex before we started this little cutscene, so technically we're not going to be fighting you.
But unlike some of the professors at this institution, I haven't the time to play with your dolls. The craftsmanship was worth the price tag, but they are designed for the stage, not the battlefield. Now, I have a real battle ahead of me. So why don't you play with your mother?
Fuck, I hate being right sometimes.
Rejoice, boy. You are reunited at last.
Mother?
This corpse is a thing, not your mother. Yet you falter. And I thought you knew better than to engage a necromancer in close quarters. Not only are you weak, you are ill-prepared. Such elementary mistakes. Has Vidilia taught you nothing? Or perhaps your foolishness is beyond instruction.
I'm gonna go with the latter.
She taught me how to fight and the true meaning of victory.
Yep. The princess's path. Okay, time to cut to Amaryllis. This is gonna be a really short stream if it turns out that we don't do anything.
So promise me one thing. If you feel any risk to your lives, grab those seeds and shout for me. Okay?
Okay.
Will do.
Thanks. Good luck.
Now then. I mustn't keep Lilium waiting. The upper terrace should be this way.
You there! Who are you?
And more importantly, who are you with? Us or the professors? Depending on your answer.
Really?
This might get ugly.
So the dragons are signing with the independent students. It's weird. What is Lilium's game?
My name is Amaryllis, and I owe allegiance to no one but my own heart. Sorry, was I not clear enough for you? Show her what we do to traitors, dragon!
That thing is too cute to look threatening.
I hope this won't hurt.
Huh? The Council President's dragon? But how?
Oh. You two know Lilium. Obviously! She's taken a stand to protect us! Our ideals!
Oh, you have no clue what she's actually doing.
Under her leadership, us students will be deciding our own future, not the Headmaster.
No, this is just some worm witch game to her.
I see. So she's been spreading more lies then. She always was a good liar. What are you?
Oh, it's the dragon.
Ah, you've come to escort me, haven't you? Take me to Lilium.
What is going on?
The dragon, the
Sun
princess,
and moon,
and the worm witch.
night and noon. The knight snuck into the magical chamber and took the princess by the hand. You do not belong in this little cage, he said. Come, let us see the world together. With a nod, the princess allowed herself to be swept away.
Actually, we got a lot more knowledge now. Let's go through my little index card full of the 7 mysteries of Lainecrest. See how many of them we can solve. The princess in the library, that one's been solved. The angel of death, we already know what that is. Sorceress traps people in false worlds, that's Lilium. Sylvan god thief, it's Verdilia, but we don't know the particulars of that yet. The instrument that plays itself, no clue on that. Stores longer going up. Oh god, I can't believe they have that one again. Haunted gargoyle. There was a slime inside of it, okay. And sinister magic circle. It was just someone trying to cheat, so they put it outside where they could see it and look out the window during a test. Cool.
The king grew furious and ordered the princess's rescue. At once, the worm witch soared off and caught up to the knight in the blink of an eye.
So I guess the only one we don't really know anything about is this
Does
instrument that
feel
plays
quite
itself.
heroic, soaring through the sky. Thank you, dear dragon. And I'm sorry. You may go now. Hello, Lilium.
My princess, I have missed you dearly. Your skin, It has known the sun's light, I see. You were quite pale before.
It's been a while, hasn't it? It felt odd, not spending all my days with you.
I could hardly bear the loneliness myself. But alas, every story must follow a proper order. First, an introduction. Then the build-up, an unexpected twist. And only then, a happy ending. Our happy ending.
You're kind of twisted in the head. I wonder how much they were experimenting on you as a kid.
I really must applaud the knight's performance. Oh, the passion with which she whisked you from your chamber. I wish I could have put on a grander show myself. Rushed down to rescue you on Dragonback. But that necromancer has been an absolute nuisance. Oh, and
Lilium. Lilium, I'd prefer if you called Professor by her name. It's Verdilia, not the Knight.
yes, of course. Even the greatest actors assume mundane names off stage.
You have that completely backwards. The greatest actors assume mundane names on stage.
But what of it, my dear princess?
I like Amaryllis. The name you gave to me, Lilium. You were the one who taught me that I wasn't just a number. That I, too, could have a name of my own. That's why it hurts. It hurts to see you, of all people, refuse to call someone by their name.
I thought that was my screen shaking, but it's actually the background.
Tell me, Lilium. The dragon who carried me here? What was her name?
That is a good question. I would like to know it too.
Enough. Need I remind you? In every story, there are those without name. For who pays mind to the rabble serving in the king's castle?
Unless you're Oda, who writes One Piece, who you can look in the SBSs and the Viva cards, fucking every background character has a name, and it's kind of crazy to think about that.
I am the protagonist of the story, and you are my heroine. Is that not what we agreed upon all those years ago?
What do you mean agreed upon?
But that doesn't mean you can...
The nameless may as well not exist at all. You know this to be true, deep down.
Literally just called out everyone as an NPC. You don't matter to me.
Do you recall the names of those men from the orphanage, writhing in pain on the laboratory floor? No, for they were mere plot devices to demonstrate the power of your curse.
No, Lilium. Lilium, you must end this.
Everyone has a name. I would hope.
I knew this was wrong from the start, but I hadn't the courage to stop you.
Even if you don't have a name, you still have an identity. A name, which is a big part of that. But an identity nonetheless.
Why, Lilium? What is it you're after? What drives you to commit such terrible acts?
What am I after? What drives me? Tell me, princess, what drives one to seek happiness? Is it not simply in our nature to do so?
That is true.
No, I'm not after anything. But you... Yes, I see now. The Knight put you up to this, didn't she? She has poisoned your mind. But fear not, my darling, for I shall free you.
I don't know if your mind was ever not poisoned to begin with.
William, no. This has nothing to do with her.
Oh, it has everything to do with her. But before I deal with that temptress, it seems I must punish you first.
Oh, her eyes are glowing.
Wait, please listen to me.
Oh, how my blood boils at the mere thought of that wretch whispering her filth into your ears. Can you feel it, my love? This fire raging in my breast, in my every vein. Yes, I remember this emotion
boy.
now. But perhaps you need a reminder.
Get to the point.
Very well then. You shall feel the wrath of the Worm Witch.
There we go. Alright, is the story gonna branch again? Or are we gonna cut to Verdilia now? Evolution. Uh-oh, this one has money attached to it. Portalcraft. Alright. Looks like we're just going back. I have a bad feeling I'm not gonna win this match.
You dare make her corpse into your plaything! Mother wouldn't have wanted this! Have you given no thought to her feelings?
Have you so little composure that you've forgotten the fundamentals of necromancy? That thing, you see, is no longer your mother. It has no will of its own.
The Victoria Shindri little bit of a character arc from Thriller Bark in One Piece is coming to mind. Oh no, Lila's mother.
You see, boy, an undead soldier is only as strong as the base corpse, both in the physical sense and in terms of its aptitude for mana. Alas, such pristine corpses are a rare find indeed. And so it occurred to me, why not procure them myself? Why not seek out the living who show extraordinary promise and raise them for death?
It is a very twisted mentality, but I get behind that as a necromancer. The problem is, it's kind of weird. It's kind of cringe, too. Hi, would you date me? Oh, but by the way, I'm gonna reanimate your corpse after you die? That's not a deal breaker, is it?
You see, society dismisses so many talented individuals simply on grounds of poor health or disability. But I can unleash their fullest potential. Free them from the limitations of their flesh.
Interesting.
You sick bastard!
It was a happy coincidence that I found the perfect candidate in a woman. Childbirth did her poor health no favors, and came with the rather handsome bonus of a son. A child born of such excellent stock should have easily surpassed me. But there are some forces in this world even a king has no dominion over.
I thought he did something that lost his own mana.
I believe I told you to live life as you see fit. Yet here you are. Why?
I have come to have my victory over you. I'm stronger than you know. Strong enough to make you pay for sacrificing Mother for your own selfish gain!
Selfish? You misunderstand me, boy. Nothing I have done has ever been for my own sake.
You've been trying to build up an opponent or rival, someone that you could defeat you. I don't know the reasons behind that, but that's the goal of your entire character arc so far.
No. Everything I do, my very existence, is all for the sake of unveiling magic's most profound secrets.
Really? That's the motivator behind all of it?
What difference does that make?
How Orochimaru of you.
The difference is that the one who will ultimately grasp those secrets need not be me. It could be anyone with enough talent, hence the Academy. Peace is the real enemy, you see. To live is to face challenge, to struggle, and thus attain greater heights.
Is that why you have Weiss, like, murdering students? And, like, experimenting on them for some reason?
Look around you, Lyle.
We're done living under Professor's boots!
You instigated this yourselves! If you hadn't attacked, no one would have had to die!
A glorious battlefield, is it not? The kingdom's greatest minds squeezing every last drop of talent from their beings in a struggle to survive.
I don't know.
This is what I had always envisioned for Lainecrest. Long have I spent assembling pieces on the board, and now the game begins.
Speaking of the game begins, I forgot. There's probably gameplay in this scene because there's a reward and I picked a deck.
Assembling pieces? Then all your undead soldiers. It wasn't just Mother, was it? You murdered them all! For some sick game?
Yes. Well, I thought you were smarter than this.
Those without talent serve no purpose in life, nor do those who squander it. I merely pruned students unfit for the academy and put them to better use.
So that's what the whole Weiss thing was. That's so awful.
Do you hear yourself? Are people nothing but tools to you?
Yes.
Ah, foolish question, boy. We are all but pawns to be used and discarded, myself included.
Well, at least he's indiscriminate with his bad ideology. Pawns, tools, we're all pawns.
And pawns do not show concern for one another. They lie, they cheat, they deceive, all in a struggle to survive.
Pawns have a lot of camaraderie. They protect each other to an extent. And no one pawn can really succeed on its own without the help of another. Whether it be another pawn, a knight, bishop, queen, etc.
You feign compassion, yet how well did you truly know your fallen classmates? Or even your mother? I spent more time with her than you have spent alive.
He's got you there. That is a good point.
Those select few gifted enough to shape the world bear a responsibility to shape it for the better.
This is an ideology that is might makes right. I'm not a big fan of it personally.
And if a king is to fulfill his duty, he must use the tools at his disposal.
None
His
shall govern
subjects.
without the consent of the governed.
No. You're wrong!
Did I not teach you that right and wrong mean nothing in the face of power? Only the weak hew to the arbitrary rules others impose upon them. I did not build this academy, this vaunted institution of learning, by doing the right thing.
But
This conflict is a cause for great joy, contrived though it may be. Lilium has truly exceeded my expectations. If there are any among the students who may yet prove to be a worthy foe, it will be her. Oh, and how could I forget? There is one other worthy of my entertainment. Vidilia.
I'm afraid you won't be fighting her.
Oh? And why is that?
Because I will stop you myself.
That's the confidence we want to see.
You amuse me, boy. I'm impressed you can say such absurdities with a straight face. You and Vidilia both. You face one of my mightiest soldiers, and I have 1,000 more like it just waiting for my command. And that's not taking into account all the rabble I've harvested over the years. The students, the professors, we are legion.
Oh boy. I love necromancy. It's fun.
And you think you can fell my army one by one with those dolls? You did not inherit so much as a drop of my talents. No magic, no power. Your chances of emerging victorious should be simple enough to calculate.
Father. You're right. You're mostly right, but I take after you more than you realize. And if you can't see that, I'll prove it to you. Here and now. Because I can see right through you. Your personality, your abilities, your beliefs.
I must say, I am surprised. You are even more of a fool than I thought.
All right, let's get this underway. Suburo Makabe. I like how the anime characters have quotes on a lot of their key cards.
I will have my victory over you.
Foolish boy.
All right.
Victory will be mine.
That's right, we get this effect. Storm Ward, at the end of your opponent's turn, destroy this follower. This card will be treated as a puppet. Into your deck, 6 different LNRs. Alright.
Time to take off! Bon voyage!
We're just gonna storm the... We're basically a storm deck.
The profundities of magic await.
That's not good.
Bon voyage!
Let's just do that.
My persistence is unwavering.
Overclock the engines!
Alright.
Too slow.
This way it'll trade with whatever he plays on 3. You give it Bane.
My persistence is unwavering. On guard.
Won't end up like these hearts.
Kill the silence at once!
Okay, we might need to start playing a little bit more strategically from this point on. This fight's going a lot easier than I thought it would. He's got a really big graveyard, though.
Kill the silence at once!
It's on his board. Okay, we want that dead.
I want to talk with you.
Time to take off! Bon voyage! Bon voyage! Bon voyage!
I order you to scream!
We're gonna be able to hit him with some pretty big puppets with unseen strength. So.
Overclock the engines!
I will will show you true necromancy.
Unfortunately, he's about to heal a lot of his health
Why
back.
did this happen?
I order you to scream!
Who am I? Too slow!
I will protect even in death!
Kind of wish he didn't play that card.
Cold. So very cold.
My persistence is unwavering, unguarded. Our duel is everlasting.
And learn.
We are equal if we all scream!
Who am I?
We are dying. Stop playing those guys.
My persistence is unwavering, unguarded.
I think this is still the right play.
I shall guide you to Valhalla. So tepid.
Too slow! I will seize victory.
My pulse is fading!
We'll save the dimension crack for next turn.
So cold. So very cold.
My persistence is unwavering, unguarded.
Fight to your last breath.
I need your warmth.
And we lose.
My lord.
I have failed you.
I guess the dimension crack was the correct play just to gain the life. But I don't know if we would have had enough to survive. We wouldn't have been able to clear his board as much, so I think that was just a loss either way. Alright, attempt 2.
I will have my victory over you.
Foolish boy.
Victory will be mine.
Time to take off! Bon voyage!
Let's put those in there. The life
Your
gaining
king
storm is
wills
needed.
it.
There goes
The
his graveyard.
profundities of magic await.
Okay, we're gonna focus on clearing his board this time.
Too slow.
Just play this as we can. Be efficient with our mana.
Hades is only so big.
Play points, mana, it's all the same. Dawn.
What a wonderful tale! And a splendid audience!
Too slow.
Bon voyage!
This is an acceptable trade.
Attention, everyone! I need to borrow your bones.
Now, the Bonanza Necromancer. I remember him. He needs to die. We don't need two of you.
Was I born? Yeah, dunno.
There's always tomorrow.
Too slow!
Time flows on.
Bon voyage!
We are chipping.
Hades is only so big.
I will show you true
Forced
necromancy.
Resurrection. That's a card I haven't
This'll
seen
be
in a
our
while.
little secret.
Too slow!
I will protect even in death!
Heads up! Was I too blunt?
Time flows on. I spin the threads of salvation.
I will seize victory.
Alright.
Spin for me, threads of fate. Threads of fate, activate.
Bon
I
voyage!
wasn't going to hurt you.
Wakey, wakey.
Watch and learn.
Do you feel it in your bones?
Who am I?
Ugh, stop summoning this guy.
Too slow!
I will protect even in
What will
death!
tomorrow bring?
Weak.
I am no longer chained. The portal's open.
Bon
I
voyage!
wasn't going to hurt you. How naughty. So cold. So very cold.
My persistence is unwavering. I'm
Who
gone.
am I?
Return to darkness.
The portal's open.
I will protect even in death!
We're running out of gas here.
My persistence is unwavering. I'm gone.
Who am I?
Let's see. Yeah, this is just a free fuse.
My persistence is unwavering. On guard.
So cold. So very cold.
My persistence is unwavering. On guard.
Fight to your last breath.
We dead here? We might be dead
I
here.
need your warmth.
I will protect even in death!
am I?
Ugh. I can't get through to his face anymore. We don't have enough banish.
Unguarded.
I literally need 3 attackers to do any damage to his face.
Too slow.
So tepid. Oh, I'd much rather take a cat nap.
Mother,
We just lose.
I have failed you.
Do I have any good Portalcraft decks in my... I don't think I do. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have the old fucking, what was it? Artifact ping deck. That might be doing better.
I will have my victory over you.
Same strategy,
Boy.
just better cards. Magna Zero. Man, 4-drop dot deck, huh?
Victory will be mine.
At least we have the puppet thing going.
Too slow.
If only he summoned like 5 of these a turn.
King wills it. The profundities of magic.
He's gonna get a Ghostly Rider every turn soon. Paradigm Shift into hand.
You will be crushed.
Goal is to get 6
Chaos
names.
is only so big.
My persistence is unwavering. Unguarded.
It's turn 4. Yeah, we'll play Kitty Cat.
But I wasn't going to hurt you.
Too slow.
Attention, everyone! I need to borrow your bones.
I order you to scream!
Your souls nourish me.
The abyss will be your terminus.
I will seize
This
victory.
gives us more names.
The time to lament has ended.
Too slow.
Surrender!
Has no end.
There's always tomorrow.
We have a decent board for once.
My persistence is unwavering. Unguarded. Who am I?
Okay, next up, Spinaria.
Destroy the world, artifacts.
Forgot about that.
I will protect even his
Surrender!
death. Our oath is eternal.
That was an oopsie on my part. Should have attacked first.
So cold. So very cold.
My persistence is unwavering, unguarded.
Master,
I will show you true necromancy.
I need your warmth. I was so
Your
lonely.
souls nourish me.
My persistence is unwavering, unguarded.
How's it going?
Too slow.
That.
So tepid.
I think we should mobilize. And just take the hits. I had completely forgotten.
So cold. So very cold.
My persistence is unwavering, unguarded.
Watch and learn.
Lives! I need your lives!
Your souls nourish me.
Ah, this is so annoying.
The abyss will be your terminus.
Too slow.
Our duel is everlasting.
Death has no end.
Weak.
The time to lament has ended. So tepid. Surrender.
Death has no end.
Ah, absolute modesty. Why are you not showing up here on time?
Our duel is everlasting. My persistence is unwavering, unguarded.
I won't end up like these
My
heartbroken
persistence is
ghosts.
unwavering, unguarded. My persistence is unwavering, unguarded.
All right.
My dog! So cold. So very cold.
My persistence is unwavering, unguarded.
I think we're finally getting to a point where we can
Our
push through.
duel is everlasting.
Fight to your last breath.
I need your warmth. So cold. So very cold.
My persistence is unwavering,
Him not
unguarded.
getting a Ghost Rider every turn is also really nice.
Vice, virtue, pride, humility.
Evolve for 0.
I will prove my worth.
Mortals shall learn to be content.
Too slow!
The answer lies within.
So tepid. So
Our
tepid.
duel is everlasting.
Hooray! Healing!
My persistence is unwavering. On guard.
Wakey, wakey. Hades is only so big. So cold. So very cold.
My persistence is unwavering. On guard.
So, I believe, if I do this,
Too slow!
I can just Vertex Colony for a decent chunk here.
But I wasn't going to hurt you.
Yeah, absolute modesty is just gonna chip away at him
yeah,
from
this
this point
party
on.
owns bones.
My persistence is unwavering. On guard. My persistence is unwavering.
Can you feel
On
the
guard.
excitement in your bones?
So cold. So very cold.
My persistence is unwavering. On guard.
It's gonna be really funny to do this and have it not die.
Our duel is everlasting.
Too slow!
No. No, this
We did it!
cannot be.
Try evading this, old man!
Try eating this, old man.
Your puppetry does seem to share some similarities with my necromancy. You can move inanimate bodies from afar with your fingertips. However, that does not change the fact that you are not a mage, and you never will be. It is futile, boy. Should you destroy this corpse, I need only raise another of the 1,000 lying in wait. Meanwhile, you and your toys are all but spent.
This is exactly what I was talking about. Your personality. To you, everybody is either a tool or rubbish. That's all you see. In
Yeah.
others, in yourself. You see her as but one among 1,000 identical soldiers. Tell me, Father, do you remember what ailment Mother suffered from?
Oh, please tell me you don't know.
She had a weak heart, and reanimating her corpse won't change that. Forgive me, Mother. Yeah!
This is going to be mentally disorienting.
Fascinating. The corpse's flaws did outweigh its shock value, but I have replacements, whilst you do not. You sacrificed your only means of fighting to take a single pawn. Not so wise a trade, I should think. Without your toys, you are helpless. I told Vidilia, but it seems she did not take the hint. Why she let you keep them this long is beyond me.
She had more than enough opportunities to break them if she wanted to. But you know what? She didn't. Because that was the right thing to do.
And look where it got you.
Now what? Because if I remember correctly, breaking his puppets leads to him going Super Saiyan and murdering Verdilia, so I'm curious what's going to happen now.
Sooner or later, your dolls were going to break, and you were going to end up right as you are now. Helpless. Check and mate, my talentless child.
Now, as for you, Lyolth, impressive work. That trick with the knot took skill. With such precise movements, you might be able to manipulate more than just puppets.
Like people, maybe.
Oh?
Yes. That's it. I understand now. So this is what she meant.
What are you?
Sorry, but your soldiers are now my marionettes. You know, I used to think I was a failure too. I mean, my father is the most powerful mage in the kingdom, and I somehow inherit nothing from him? I couldn't bring myself to face the truth, so I kept it a secret. I ran away, but I was wrong, because I may not have inherited your magic, but I did inherit your precision, your dexterity.
Thing is, Cornelius uses specially preserved corpses. He threads his mana through them, giving him complete, exact control.
Which brings me to your abilities.
Threads mana, you say?
You're not like most necromancers. You control your corpses directly. You thread your mana through their nerves, their muscles, puppeteering them. But I can do that too, without mana of my own. I'd rather not use corpses as puppets, but anything you can do, so can I.
Fascinating.
Nice try, but Mother enchanted these threads herself. And since you knew her so well, I don't need to remind you how talented she was, do I now? Against her mana and my skills, you have no sway over your own marionettes!
He's gonna have to fight us himself, isn't he?
So bring it. Bring out as many corpses as you want. I'll show you what a real puppeteer can do!
Ah. There will be no need for that. Go on then. Kill me.
Kill you?
You win. I have confirmed it for myself. You have complete control over my soldiers.
I mean, while he's within line of sight, you could still destroy the school.
Dismissing a physical approach was a glaring oversight on my part. To think puppetry would be my downfall. If I try to wrest control from you, I will eventually deplete my mana, while you never need to spend a single drop.
That's kind of fucking cool. I love it when a villain is smart enough to see that he's lost.
Why, you could even control my corpse, and through me, an entire legion of corpses all at once. Ingenious.
Father.
Oh god.
You see, ironic as it is, my own body was the one corpse beyond my power. But this entire time, the solution was right here. You, my boy.
This guy is fucked in the head.
Well, What are you waiting for? Kill me. This is why you are here, is it not? In death, I shall ascend to ever greater heights, ever closer to magic's most profound secrets.
I can't be the only one that feels like Cornelius is trying to do a really good Mark Hamill impression.
And there they are. Your beliefs.
What are you on about now?
You worship talent and results and nothing else. How those results are achieved, the feelings of those involved, their lives, they mean nothing to you.
You're already a corpse.
Because in your eyes, everyone, including yourself, is just a pawn. A tool to be used in the endless pursuit of greater and greater results.
Must I suffer your little sermon? I have already forfeited. Now kill me, boy.
There's just something not satisfying about killing someone who wants it.
Claim your victory.
That's all victory means to you, isn't it? Winning your sick little game and killing your opponent. I thought the same once, but I know better now. I was taught the difference. See, I never truly wished you dead. No. What I really wanted was for you to acknowledge me.
And you actually made that clear a few times.
That was the true meaning of the victory I sought.
There you go. Regain your confidence. You've earned it.
What nonsense has gotten into your head? I do not understand a word of your absurd drivel.
Because you're fucked up in the head, that's why.
You don't need to. As soon as I bind your nerves, your role in this battle will be over. And so will my battle with you. Victory is mine, Father.
Who do you think you are?
I am Lyolth, your son, and Verdilia's student. Sweet dreams, Father. May tomorrow be every bit as wonderful as today.
Meanwhile, explosions.
Again? That was even bigger than the explosion during the exam. I hope those two are safe.
Okay. As my mod has so diligently informed me, I do have another engagement, sadly. So we'll cut it off here, but I will resume this when we have time. It's probably going to be like 5-6 hours if it is the full ending of the story by my suggestion, but future me will probably edit it all together into nice digestible chunks for you all. Alright. It's the next day. We're back. It's our normal stream time. And future me is going to edit this to be attached right to the end of the last stream. So, to you people on YouTube, this will feel like one seamless experience. Chapter 9. A new story. Oh, I have a lot of decks we could use. We'll try my standard chesscraft deck, the old reliable. And I have not been in the habit of showing these. I gotta get back in the habit of showing these decks so that you can see them. So this is what we're using. This is my new and up-to-date chess deck. A few cards have been swapped out since you last saw it. When we did the Spy Family event, we had the Owlcat Sin that we swapped out for these Quicksilver Witches. And we threw in some Fate's Hands. We got rid of the Aquarius Spheres. Threw in some old reliable Wind Blasts. And that's all we're running. In hindsight, I think in the future I might drop a Fate's Hand. Or drop a Quicksilver Witch. For another Bishop if we get enough vials to make one. Chapter 9, let's go. I was just getting sick of all the brick hands. I hate bricking with the chess deck. The chess deck is good if you don't brick.
Surely, you've read enough stories to know that sometimes the protagonist must take what she desires by force.
You have a point, Lillian. But might does not make right.
It is time you return to your chambers, princess.
I ain't gonna do that.
That is your name, is it not?
Nah, my name is Amaryllis.
No!
Don't be drawn in.
Oh?
My name is Amaryllis Lilium.
Now the Chad move would be to go back and say, my name is number, and then so-and-so.
I must confess, I did not think you had the willpower to refuse your role. But, no matter.
Again, I reiterated this earlier in the previous stream, or I guess in this video for you on YouTube. That thing is too adorable to be threatening. I don't care if it can kill me in one slash. It's so small that I think I could probably kill it if I punched it just about as equally hard.
Even if you refuse your role, my dragons will continue to play theirs.
That being said, I'm getting old,
Willpower
my
alone
bones feel
cannot
weak.
save you.
I don't know if I could punch as hard as I could used to. I can still kick as hard as I used to.
But you need not fight. Come, my dear princess. Come back to me now, and I will not be angry with you.
Lilium, I want to apologize.
Let it all out.
Oh, don't be silly. This is all the Knight's fault, not yours.
No, this is mostly your fault, Lilium.
No. Not about what happened today. I lied to you that night at the orphanage. When we read that book together for the first time, I said I liked it. But I didn't. I never thought its ending was very happy at all.
Whatever do you mean?
Ooh, is this gonna be the straw that breaks the camel's back?
But I was happy. Spending time with you. And I wanted you to feel the same way.
And she built her entire personality
So
and persona off of this nonsense.
It was lovely, wasn't it?
But that
Oh,
lie
the sad music's back.
sent us down this twisted story. I'm sorry, Lilium. I really am.
I'm not sorry. Can we get to kicking her ass already?
No. No. This is the Knight's doing.
She called
She
people
forced you to
NPCs,
say that.
and I cannot stand for that.
She forced you to lie to me.
No. I'm done lying. I've seen what one little lie can do.
People who are in my
It's
D20
you
campaigns
who's
know that I
lying
give a
now,
name to
Lily.
every NPC. Even if they're nameless, they have a name in my heart. And even if I'm lazy, they'll still get a name. That name will just usually be Greg, Steve, or some variation of Stan.
You say you're not after anything, but if that's true, why would you drag all of Lainecrest into this tragedy? So what is it, Lilium? What do you wish to gain by defeating the Headmaster?
I desire this kingdom for us. For you. So that you may live a life befitting a princess.
Or I'll do the lazy thing that Magic the Gathering R&D does, where I'll just use a normal name and then just rearrange the letters, and then nobody will ever notice. Like Liliana Vess is just villainess rearranged, and for some reason a lot of people don't know that.
You always have been a good liar.
I try to limit one self-insert per campaign. That's why I don't use Dan a lot.
But it's okay. Because I know you don't really mean it.
What? What has gotten into you?
My most recent One Piece campaign. Have I made a Dan named character? I do have a self-insert character in there, but I don't think I have one named Dan off the top of my head. No, maybe I'll add that in. No, good point.
You were never one to...
It is common
to
enough
doubt
name.
me. You are not yourself.
Professor Verdilia taught me that to stop you, I need to understand you. The real you.
The real you is fucked up in the head, so I think I understand her plenty.
So I thought, and thought, about your personality, your abilities, and your beliefs.
There it is. There's Verdilia's motto.
I want us to start over.
What a good student.
Not as a witch and her princess, but as just Lilium and Amaryllis. Please.
You? Stop me?
I think she's gotten too crazy with power.
No. No! You cannot turn against me!
I'm gonna punt that thing so hard.
It cannot end like this. I will not!
The Worm Witch tried to take the princess's hand, but she shrugged it off and shook her head sadly.
Oh! Is this the real ending of the book?
The princess ran over to the injured knight, then turned to face the Worm Witch. I would rather be free than safe, she said, and walked away with the knight, never to return to the tall and lonely castle.
I don't think this is much happier of an ending, but I guess, okay, I'll admit, it's a happier ending. Still not a happy ending in my opinion, but happier. The part of that happy ending is doing a lot of work there.
I've never heard it told like that.
Tanuki Fusion. Damn. There is a Tanuki Fruit Devil Fruit user. I think it has like a teapot Devil Fruit. No, it's a teapot with a Tanuki Devil Fruit. Yeah. Everyone always forgets that that thing exists. One Piece World Red is not exactly a very popular title, though. Or well known, for that matter.
What is the meaning of this? Answer me!
Have we ever figured out what Amaryllis' magic was? I don't remember.
Thank you, Professor, for helping me find my way.
The triumphant music pulls through in the end.
You blocked my attack, but I am the Worm Witch. No, this cannot be. The princess cannot fight back.
She's not the princess.
You're right. But I'm not the princess you know. My story kept going. I learned to use magic. Just like the witch I always admired.
Which is funny because she's a runecraft as well, which means technically she's the real witch. You're probably like a dragoncraft if I have to guess.
I am Amaryllis.
Alright, let's see how bullshit this fight's gonna be. Senor Zombie Puppets was kind of a little bit of a ordeal. I'm expecting this one to be actually harder. Because I bet she's gonna ramp.
Lilium, my name is Amaryllis.
You are the princess!
Well, let's see about that. We have a curve. It's not a good curve, but it's a curve.
Creation trumps all.
Oh boy. Oh! What were those hands? What were those cards she put in her hand? Lilium's Dragon. Uh-huh. Dragon Sanctum. Zenitra the Dragon's Flame. Uh-huh. So summon a Hellflame Dragon whenever dragon costs 3. Okay. Evolve, summon a Hellflame Dragon, Dragon Sanctum. If you have at least 3 play points, Overflow, choose, Trample at Whirlwind. Alright. Follower Strike, remove all effects. On the enemy follower except changes to attack and defense. Changes the attack and defense to 1/1. That's annoying. We'll play this on curve, even though we generally want to hold that in our hand for later. Oh.
Spread your wings, proud and mighty. Spread your mighty wings. Spread your mighty wings.
Oh, I was born ready.
Spread your mighty wings.
Let our paths cross
That's
again.
a fucking board. No. What do you do? 3 damage to all enemy followers, restore 2 defense to your leader. Yes, please.
Oops. Trying calculations set. Ready to summon.
We have a full grip on turn 2.
Can't make friends if you're always stone cold.
I think we just play check here.
This is how you cast.
That was a crazy turn 1. If it was for the
Bathe the world
3
in blue.
zero-drop spells we got
born
there,
ready.
that would have been bad news.
A full frontal
Unruly
attack.
guests are not welcome.
Oh, stop putting free shit in your hand.
The cards will guide you.
Oops.
Did that in the wrong order. Oh, what do we got here? Summon a witch's
Bathe the world
cauldron.
in blue.
Summon a guardian golem.
I
with
break
everyone.
my fangs upon your flesh. Let our paths cross again.
No, I don't want to flood my board with that. That card's just dead in my hand.
Captured me and my heart.
Alright, so we want to play the Magus here.
No more lying.
How barbaric.
My speed is second to none.
I live to create a draconic
This deck might not be
paradise.
ideal for this matchup, just because she keeps filling my hand.
Awash in a sea of melancholy.
Dragon flames scorch you.
That is pain. Okay, can I get out of this? Huh.
Maybe.
Don't hurt him!
I'll show you my magic.
Eden must wait.
So foolish. So foolish to fall in love.
Just play it to get it out of my hand. So much storm.
My speed is second to none.
I won't back down until you listen.
Okay. So we'll try that again, but we'll try to keep a more conservative hand. I don't remember picking these card sleeves. God, the chess deck is going to be so bad once
My name
rotation
is
happens.
Amaryllis.
We're going to lose the
are the
king, and we're going to lose
princess.
the rooks, the queen, and the knight. That's a curve. Because we're going to get all those free spells.
Creation trumps all.
For our story.
Alright.
Spread your wings, proud and mighty. Spread your mighty wings. Spread your mighty wings.
Oh, I was born ready.
Spread your mighty wings.
Trying
Play it to have an empty hand.
set. Ready to summon. I live to create a draconic paradise.
The pawns stick around, we
Unruly
can check.
guests are not welcome.
I could have done that more efficiently, but this week it's 3 pawns down.
This is how you cast.
And we gotta get 4 more down.
I break my fangs upon your flesh.
A full frontal attack.
Calamity is born again!
Okay, what did they give me this time? So this gives me the witches thingy. Destroy a follower. Spell boost all the cards in my hand. Uh-huh. If any targetable enemy follows damage and play Earthbright Transform.
So foolish to fall in love.
Let's get rid of you.
No more lying.
Always beyond my reach.
My body I grant.
Unto you. Impossible! A kiss.
Oh. Alright. Now we play Métis.
Maybe. この一手で。
The cards will guide you.
Not exactly the best.
How could you abandon
And now
me?
we have that
Here
stupid
comes
sediment
the
on our board, which
tidal
annoys my chess strategy.
Dragon flames scorch you.
Melancholy keeps falling on my head,
Respite.
but only brief.
We'll do this.
The cards
We'll play
will
another
guide
one.
you.
at 8. I don't have to care anymore.
Don't overthink it.
So let's just play a check. Oh, that got us what we wanted. We got another king in our hand. So then that gives us a play for next turn and the backup turn. What's better than one Mystic King? Two Mystic Kings.
He captured me and my heart.
Dragon Scale, protect me.
Darling.
Our happy ending is nigh.
Don't overthink it. Let our paths cross again. Don't overthink it.
I want the board clear with the king.
Don't hurt him!
Better than nothing.
For our happily ever after.
Got a full grip. File the truthful elimination. Does she have anything that stops this 13-13?
My speed is second to none.
There's so much going on her side of the board.
Tooth and claw rend you.
All shall crumble beneath my wings.
Alright. Clark, Knowledge Seeker, summon an Earth Essence, Verdict Ritual in hand. Fanfare, recover 10 play points. Banish all cards in your hand, draw 9. Disintegration, banish an enemy follower if you have 20 cards or less in your deck, recover 4 play points. During your turn, this card is added to your hand from your deck, okay.
Cast away thy false secrets.
Alright. Does this just win?
I'll show you my magic.
No lie can sustain itself. Recolor the world.
This is gonna feel silly. We're playing a king to make one pawn. Hans Zimmer called, fire up the base cannon. Oh, that's so annoying. Yes! Checkmate for 1! Checkmate for 1!
Why? Why?
We did the meme! For a second there, I thought we were gonna have to pass turn.
I was lying to you.
Forth, my kin! No! How can this be?
It wasn't until I met Professor Verdilia that I noticed something odd about the princess. I never questioned it before because, well, I'd never discussed the story with anyone but you, Lilium. In the book, it says the princess suffered from a terrible illness, but nothing more. It says nothing of magic that forces any who come near the princess to share her pain. So where did my curse come from? It couldn't have been you. Because the curse was never a part of my character. Which means I cast it upon myself.
Really? So your magic is that curse?
The men were speaking to each other, but I was too lost in my own thoughts to hear what about. What does it mean to be the princess? How much pain and suffering must I endure? And how much will I inflict on those around me? I was trying to figure out what my magic might be, when it occurred to me. We grew up in the same orphanage, suffered through the same experiments. So what if we shared the same abilities too?
Interesting.
My magic is imagination magic. Just like yours, Lilium.
Makes me really curious what that air quotes orphanage really was.
Except that while your magic forces other people into roles, mine immerses myself into one.
You mean to tell me you overwrote the role I gave you?
Well, not exactly. More like I added on to it.
Like an actor adds on to their performance to the role.
See, I'm not as powerful as you. I can't overwrite your magic entirely. But what I can do is imagine a new future for my character.
Then, the lines you recited, they were...
Oh god, she has the power of fan fiction.
My own continuation of the story. Where the princess leaves the kingdom with the knight. She sets out on a journey to learn magic, dreaming of one day becoming a witch, even greater than the one she had long admired. But it isn't the power to defeat her enemies she seeks. No. All I wanted was the courage to stand up to you. And I've found it.
I do not understand. Why? Why do you turn on me now, after so long together?
I'm not turning on you, Lilium. No, not at all. I only want to right a wrong I made all those years ago, when I lied to you. I was scared. Scared that if I disagreed with you, you wouldn't want to be with me anymore.
If this is the end of this chapter and we have to wait until we finish the story, I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. But at least it means that I'll have about less than 2 hours of footage to splice together.
I couldn't bear that thought. So I took the easy way out. But now I understand why we disagreed. We had our sights set on different worlds entirely.
Different worlds?
Did you know, Lilium? You can learn a great deal about a person from their magic. And I think your magic speaks to a desire to change the world itself.
That's probably correct.
I'm not saying that you're lying about wanting this kingdom, or happiness for us. But I don't think that's the whole truth.
I still think she's just fucked up in the head, and that's my take.
There was a reason why you couldn't keep the story to just the two of us. You decided to take on the Academy, the kingdom, the whole world. Because you don't believe in them. You lost faith that you'd ever find happiness. And you resented it. Enough to tear the real world down and build a fairy tale land, just like the books.
Every time the screen shakes, it makes me think I'm accidentally hitting my desk with my knee.
A world where no one matters but us. The princess and the worm witch. Because that is what you believe happiness is.
Don't act like you know any better!
She doesn't. She's just postulating a guess. A hypothesis, if you will.
Did we not scour all those fairy tales because you understood happiness no more than I? Or was that all a lie too?
No, I really didn't understand back then. But I met someone who taught me. I think fate brings people together for a reason. If I hadn't been sent to the orphanage, I never would have met you.
I think your life might have been better for it, but that's my take.
And if I never met you, I never would have realized that this world does have happiness. Because you're in it, Lilium.
The world has infinite possibilities. I'm sure there's a happy timeline where you never met her and nothing bad ever happens. Nothing bad ever happens. God, I hope there's a timeline where Alicia's okay.
If I had a second chance, I wouldn't choose to live with my parents and be whoever they might have named me. I would choose to be Amaryllis all over again. I would choose you.
I see. You weren't fit to be my princess, after all.
Yep, I was right. She's just fucking crazy.
You need not understand me. My solitude. My parents certainly did not. They disowned me. They sent me to that orphanage themselves.
Oh God.
The only life I had ever known, stripped away from me. Any dreams I might have had for the future, crushed. I was a lab rat. What happiness was there to believe in?
Oh, so you weren't stupid enough to realize that you were a lab rat. That's good. That's character development. Or growth, maybe. I don't know.
William.
I hated that orphanage.
I
hate this world.
The word orphanage is doing a whole lot of work in that sentence. Because I don't really think it deserves to be called that. That was a human experimentation facility. Disguised as an orphanage.
But still, I must live in it nonetheless. And so I chose that fairy tale. The one life that may yet be worth living. I will have my princess. But it need not be you. So go. Away with you!
That's a lot of dragons.
You've finally shown me the real you, Lilium. Now I understand why you were so desperate to rewrite the world.
She's lonely.
But you're still lying about one thing. You do need me. As I need you. Because this isn't your story. Or my story. It's our story.
Hit her head with the rock. Just bash her head in. Knock her out.
As long as we're together, Amaryllis, I will never let any harm or sorrow befall you. But I need to know one thing. Do you promise to never let anything tear us apart?
Oh my god. I'm turning you off for a little bit.
I do, Lilium. I promise. We'll have the happiest story anybody's ever seen.
Amaryllis. Oh, always.
Lilium!
I hope the next two words she was gonna say were love you.
Thank goodness. She's just passed out.
Grab the pillow really quickly and just gently press it. No, I'm kidding.
I always wondered why characters in stories fight. But I suppose sometimes
that it too can be fate. Those explosions are getting big.
Another one. I hope Professor and Lyle are safe. I'm sorry, Lilium. I have to go. But I promise promise I'll be back.
So, the two strongest people have been taken out, and surprisingly, things have not settled down, which means that Weiss is probably the keeper. Or Nerva bullshit, or... I don't know, could it be another... Can we get a new villain for once?
Because the two of us have a long story to write. Together.
Something, 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 purgation, something, 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 complete. Phyrexians will invade. No, wait, that's Magic the Gathering. I don't really know what's going on. There he is. The smug bastard. Angels of Death. Can my Jake Haven pile win?
So promise me one thing.
Oh, we're cutting back to here?
If you feel any risk to your lives, grab those seeds and shout for me. Okay?
Okay.
Will do.
Thanks. Good luck.
They're gonna show up and help at the end of this mission, aren't they?
Now, I've got to find Castell.
That's right. We gotta save Castell.
The seed I gave her seems to be off campus.
Uh-oh.
Why'd she run towards the blast?
So you're telling me the explosion wasn't even on campus, and people in the campus are fighting? God damn it. People are
Must have been more
stupid.
focused on what she was running from. Now where... Huh? Castell! The hell are you doing? Oh, come on, we're getting out of...
Are you causing the explosions? I'm gonna chalk that up to yes.
What was that mana? Castell, wait!
Not so fast. I didn't hear a please. I'm afraid there's been some changes to the pecking order here.
That's a long braid, I just realized.
What did you do to her?
Oh, nothing much. Castell put in all the hard work herself. Aren't you proud of how much she's grown? Look how far the blast reached! With that power, she could upturn all of Lainecrest.
She's gonna explode, isn't she?
So you were the one behind everything. Save me the bother of tracking you down too. End of the line, Weiss.
I'd be impressed by your composure, but I get the feeling you're not seeing the whole picture. The Academy's a war zone. Stopping me won't stop the gears of progress from turning.
I can stop them just fine myself. And you won't be around to see it. You and I have a score to settle. You'll regret what you did to Alicia. Toll the hour, set the sun. Tell me whence the moon hath come.
Something, 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 Celestis.
Oh, jumping straight into the action, are we? What about your little detective act? I thought you'd inform me of my own abilities, beliefs, and what have you.
That's for students. I don't care about solving your problems. You're going down. Better say your prayers!
Ooh.
Allow me then. You, Miss Verdilia, are clever, composed, and while people respect that in a professor, you tend to put yourself on a pedestal because of it.
Oh shit, he's got a knife. I wasn't expecting a CG for Weiss, but I should have expected a CG for Weiss.
Did I miss? But...
Even though you do put yourself above others, you don't put yourself first. You care a lot about your sister and students. That should sum up your personality. Next, your abilities. You channel divine power, a privilege passed to you through generations of Sibyls. But you aimed higher. You absorbed the forest's goddess and stole her power for yourself.
The Sylvan God Thief.
And as for your beliefs, they remain to be seen. Clearly you weren't satisfied with the tree, if nothing else. So, how'd I do? Not too shabby for my first go, right, Professor?
Apply rock to problem until problem is gone.
How about you explain yourself? You're not really human, are you?
Oh, very astute. As a matter of fact...
New CG?
I am a seraph. I suppose you could think of me as an ambassador of a foreign goddess.
Wouldn't happen to be Nerva, would it?
This world certainly made my job easy. It's rare to find so many talented young individuals in one realm. I don't think I've ever had so many options for Nerva's vessel.
Fuck! Hate being right. Come on, give us one new character. Floette was neat. And then it turned out to just be Nerva shenanigans again anyway, but it was nice to see other keepers, especially keepers that weren't exactly villains.
Vessel, what have you been doing to the students?
Just following your example, Miss Angel of Death.
I made a mistake, but you're taking lives on purpose.
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you. I really do admire your accomplishments. Last year, every single student in your class got perfect marks in every subject. That's no small feat. Well, to be fair, that harvest goddess of yours does control growth, doesn't she? That kind of power put towards education. You've really found your niche, and it shows. And besides, Castell is much better qualified for Sibyl work than you, isn't she?
Did your homework on that too, huh?
Of course. Your sister will make a marvelous vessel, the likes of which have never before been seen.
Actually, the likes of which have been seen twice now, almost. Because we had Maisha, who was a vessel that didn't work out and then got thrown away. Then we had the perfect vessel in Belphomet, but he rejected Nerva in the end and said, "Peace, I'm out." God, it would have been nice to see Belphomet in the afterlife. It was neat to see Maisha again. But I'm really interesting to see how a Mistress works.
She has experience channeling divine power, plenty of mana, and pure desperation to change.
Now I really want to know, why was Lusaria chosen as a vessel for, it's been so long, I can't remember. Who was it, what, again? Fuck, I can't remember. What was the first... In the Morningstar arc, what was the name of that keeper? Serenity... Nexus, that's it. Why was Lusaria chosen to be Nexus's vessel? I don't know if that was ever elaborated on, and it feels really strange to me.
She's everything Nerva could ask for and more.
That's so? I've heard enough. Castell's not dumb. She knows better than to summon unknown deities. Which means you messed with my sister. And now you're gonna shut up and die!
Oh dear. You actually think your little tree spirit's a match for Nerva?
I think it is.
Oh well, let's just prove our faiths the old-fashioned way.
god versus servant of an evil god. Let's see who comes out on top. Oh, he's swordcraft.
I'll wipe you from existence.
Oh wait, I already knew that because I ended up pulling his card in a pack. I mean, this is a curve. You have Kitty on 2 and Ern on 3.
Very impressive.
Activating system interface subroutine.
Oh no, he's a dual caster.
Disappointing. Goodbye.
He's
Nothing
swordcraft,
personal.
portalcraft.
Not holding back.
Blessing of Cycles. Whenever an allied follower comes into play, give it +X/+X. Then if X is at least 15, give it Storm. Whenever the card comes into play, if X is 15, destroy all enemies. X equals half this amulet's countdown rounded up. Whenever an allied card comes into play, add 2 to the amulet's countdown. Well, we got the kitty then. I want to get rid of that while it still doesn't have Death Touch.
Emerald Light. Just as well.
I'm just a diamond in the rough, right? At the speed of lightning.
Alright. Save this for 5.
Beauty is strength. Sharpen claw and mind.
At the speed of lightning.
War is a drama of life and death.
The whispers of the wind.
Dearest sister.
War is a drama of life and death.
Gaze upon the White Ridge sword.
I could watch this all day.
Alright.
War is the most sacred act.
Man, I haven't seen the Warhawker in forever. That's what we call a hand.
It was an act of love.
Must be nice having talent.
Misclicked.
Gaze upon the White Ridge sword.
I'm just a diamond in the rough, right?
Adapt or die.
We're
My
taking some
brothers,
damage
bringers
this
of
turn.
justice.
Can you not be destroyed?
Obey.
It was an act of love.
This is our law. This is our law.
Try this.
Must be nice having talent.
This guy has so much Bane.
Progress marches on.
My brothers, bringers of justice. Your funeral. Obey.
Pathetic.
This is our law.
Every flower starts as a bud.
This is our law.
stepped on more confident trash.
It's your
Get
funeral.
rid of that 4 or 5.
Oh. Activating system interface subroutine.
I think we're dead. Destroy 1 defense unit, do this 1 time. 8 do this 5 times 7 during your turn, whenever followers attack a defense. They're all immune to damage. Ugh. My board wipe does nothing.
Elegance blooms in white.
Grit your teeth.
With honor and dignity.
You must undergo the Inquisition. You must undergo the Inquisition.
Beauty in
Confess.
Most impressive. No!
Yeah. I did not have a way out there. I just couldn't get this thing off the board. This should be possible, though, because that buff that they give us is kind of bullshit. We just gotta find an opportunity to get a board wipe off.
I'll wipe you from existence!
Careful now, Verdi.
That's our board wipe.
Nothing personal.
Not holding back.
Very impressive.
Activating system interface subroutine.
Disappointing. Goodbye.
Alright.
The light is profound.
I just realized he has 40 fucking life.
Just as well.
Oh god, this is gonna be a pain.
You dare oppose me?
Can you handle the heat?
Wait, me?
Man, we have our
I'm
genes,
just
though.
a diamond in the rough.
That's a board wipe later.
Right?
You dare oppose me?
I think we want to save our 2 drops for John.
Over you. Can you handle the heat?
Wait, me?
Careful
Must
now.
be nice having talent.
At the speed of lightning! War is a drama of life and death. War is the most sacred act.
I'm proud of you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Careful now. Careful now.
It was an act of love.
Careful now.
The whispers of the wind!
Here comes the spin.
Alright. We just gotta
War is a
keep
drama
aggroing.
of life
We have a
and
decent
death.
chunk of
Gaze
storm.
upon the White Ridge Sword. I could watch this all day.
I hate this guy, Warhawker.
War is the most sacred act.
Oh, I hate this guy even more.
Thank
Makes
you.
our defense not worth it.
Careful
So let's
now.
get rid of you first.
Pathetic.
You replace
Every
yourself.
flower starts as a bud.
Let us bloom together.
Try this.
With honor and dignity. Be sensible.
Here comes
It
the
was an
fin.
act of love.
Beauty in form.
Doing decent damage.
Gaze upon the White Ridge Sword.
Progress marches on. My brothers, bringers of justice!
Most impressive.
Oh, the altar plane life forms are annoying. I want another one of these fucking White Ridges. Joke's on you, though.
Come,
We have
he
Jing.
will show us a miracle.
You must undergo the Inquisition.
Our fate is in our hands! Hold the line! How?
Confess.
Get through that board. I dare you.
I've stepped on more confident trash.
I take my silence to
He got through the board. And we got through his board.
I'll end you.
I think we can do it again, though, with the Divine Wolves.
Come, he will show us a miracle.
Grit your teeth. Our fate is in our hands! Hold the line!
Looking at you pains me.
That's annoying. I think we lose now.
Can't fight if you can't aim.
We're so close to winning, too.
I smell money in the air. I mean, miracles.
We have the bigger board. Come on, another one?
You dare oppose me?
Obey. This is our law.
You must undergo the Inquisition.
Oh, that's right. If X is at least 15, destroy all enemy followers.
Observe the commandments.
Wait, me?
Confess.
This is our law.
Have we gotten through?
I'm just a diamond in the rough, right? Must be nice having talent.
Beauty is strength. Sharpen claw and bind. I smell money in the air. I mean, miracles.
We're just showing off now.
Sharpen claw and bind.
You don't listen.
Give me that boon in the frickin' Anya
Don't
fight.
expect mercy.
Verdilia, please! That isn't going to work no matter how many times you try. Now, why do you think that is? Because Nerva's protection blocks attacks the instant I see them coming.
Then hit him with an attack you can't see.
All that effort wasted. Just like the months you wasted babying those problem children. Teaching them the slow way didn't change anything, did it? You're still the Angel of Death. You're the new goddess of cycles. And take it from me, you won't ever have a place among mortals again.
Enough!
And besides, you don't need to understand your students or tailor lessons to them. Because you can cultivate them unconditionally, impartially, just like last year.
Huh.
Your students far surpassed the growth of their peers. But then after graduating, each and every one of them died.
Interesting.
And now, to cope with the regret, you've gotten awfully attached to your current class, haven't you? But, Verdilia, those two are only human. They're as good as bugs compared to us. Don't let yourself get too fond of them. You were on the right track last year. If you'd just kept it up and used your powers on Castell...
No one's doing anything to Castell!
Hmm? What about Castell herself? Nerva's champion certainly doesn't need to take orders from you. You won't believe how hard she's been working. It's a long story, but we've got plenty of...
Ugh, just shut up already!
Yeah, can we kill this guy already? He's kind of distracting from resolving the plot.
Toll the hour, set the sun. Tell me whence the moon hath come.
This again? Oh, you're so stubborn. I have Nerva's protection. What are you going to do anyways? Accelerate my growth?
Backstab him.
You don't know as much as you think. Back in the forest, we measured time in seasons. What you call a year, we called a full cycle.
How rustic. And?
He's got a point.
Put two and two together. The goddess of cycles doesn't control growth.
She controls time.
Huh.
Her power is seen by none, yet felt equally by all. Time. She controls time, you dumbass! Now, pendulum swing and cycles sing! Time spring! Anna!
Anna.
Oh. That was stunning! You're quite the poet. Is anything going to happen?
Already did.
But... Nerva's protection! How? When did...
Did she just fucking Bercoli this guy and attack him in the future or the past?
See, this is why I don't use the last verse much. A full cycle's too much for people to withstand. Just a line or two's usually more than enough power, and keeps people from catching on to my abilities. Shouldn't have messed with my sister.
You're attacking before I can react! How?
I'm not just accelerating time. I'm skipping ahead, too. I can compress a cycle of my life into an instant. That's an entire year's worth of mana at my disposal before you can even blink.
That is kinda bullshit.
By the time you register the attack, it's already too late.
No! No, no, no! How could you have such great power and still not understand the glory of Nerva's mission?
You still haven't said what the mission was. You're just trying to turn Castell into a vessel. That's all you've really let on about. Now, I know what Nerva's mission is. Purgation. But that's not exactly something you've brought up yet.
If you're any example, she's not all that. You're just a lackey. But I'm the goddess of cycles herself. I call the shots. And you are gonna shut up and die. I'll find Castell and undo whatever you did to her.
Can you control time in reverse?
She has no idea. She has no idea what she's saying.
She does, but you haven't given her enough hints yet.
I didn't do a thing to Castell. I wish I could see Verdilia's face when she finds out.
Seekest thou power? Well, that guy's dealt with. He's probably gonna pop up later as a zombie.
The seed I gave her is still nearby. Castell!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Verdi?
Shh, it's okay. I took care of Vice. Come here. I'll fix whatever he's done to you.
Fix? Fix what? I've never felt better. I feel so alive.
This is a problem we can't solve with a rock.
I don't know what he's been telling you, but Vice was using you. Listen, forget whatever he told you to do.
That's not good.
But Professor Vice has never told me to do anything. He's always listened to me and did anything I asked.
Get a bolt. No, this is not a problem for a boulder. This is a problem for counseling.
Castell.
The boulder feels conflicted.
Verdi! You finally looked me in the eyes!
See you. If you have your bingo sheets out, now is the time you check off Yandere Sister. Please tell me that's not the end. Please tell me this. Ah, it's the end. Oh well. We know the plot twist. We knew this was Nerva meddling. I had a hunch from the beginning. Well, Verdi's going to be the next vessel. This is going to be Maisha 2.0. To be fair, I think I liked Maisha, and I liked Castell. This feels bad. Verdilia continues to be coolest teacher ever, and I don't think if I have anything more to say about that. That means that today's stream was a little bit short one, which means that this total stream paired with the last one will be about maybe a little over 2 hours, which I believe my editing software loves it when it's under 3, so we're going to try to wrap things up quickly here. If you want to stick around for a little bit, I have a bunch of pack tickets I think I can open. And we'll just do that. Open the new cards. Oh, what is this limited time thing? Oh, whatever. Alright, what we got? Nothing that I don't already have. I think this is new, actually. No, I do have that. Alright, something good. Sapling Steward. Destroy 2 and draw 2 cards. Interesting. It's a 1-drop? That seems really good. Got another checkmate. This card sucks. What this card needs is for anything else other than 8. Like, why 8? Make it 5. Make it 5 to reduce by 3. Because this is so unrealistically achievable. It just means that you have an 8-drop on the turn after a king play, and it's not really worth playing. If this was playable on, like, turn 7 or 8, this would see play. So that's why I keep it in the deck as a 1-drop. We gotta win with it today, but it's always gonna be a meme. And that was a special circumstance that allowed us to even get it off. Soul Extraction. Summon 5 ghosts. Hey, that's a new ghost. That's a new card for the ghost deck. Temptress in the Cups. Summon a demon. Summon 2 instead. Drain, deal 1 damage. That's a Wrath Enabler. Who?
Here festers blackened hatred.
Alright. Fusion followers. When 3 or more cards are fused to this card at once, transmute this card into Rosalie Everlasting Hope. Enduring Hope to Everlasting Hope. Fanfare. Restore X defense to your leader, recover X play points. X equals the number of cards fused to this card. Reduce the damage from effects to 0. Can be destroyed by banished by effects. So it's a 6-mana 6/6 that's sticky. It gets some healing. And what's the Everlasting Hope do? Fanfare, draw 3 cards, rally 10, gain +1/+1 in Storm, rally 20, gain +3/+3 in Storm instead. It's a flexible card. Two Giant Cobras, change all cost Giant Cobras in hand to 1. Give the Storm to all Giant Cobras in your hand. Evolve, subtract 1 cost to all Giant Cobras. That seems pretty fun. Snake Tribal. Mind Control Mage. When this card is fused to another card, draw a card. Huh. Destroy an enemy follower, cost 2 planes or less. Earthward, summon an allied copy of that follower. Alright. Reviled Remnant. At the end of your turn, if you perform Burial Rite 5 times, invoke. Ward Ghost. Burial Rite synergy. I got another one. And a Soul's Light. Fusion. A lot of fusion in this set. When 2 or more cards are fused at once, transmute, Heart's Radiance, draw 2 cards, fuse 1 card, damage 2 damage all followers. That's mini board right, man. Icy Clone. Oh, it's a hero. Nice. If any damage allied followers are played, destroy enemy follower. Last words. At the start of your next turn, put a random heroic follower from your deck to hand. Is heroic still an archetype in the meta? I would hope it is, if chess is still around. Another general. Death's Door opens. Cutie cat. I love the hammer. Man, this was a lucrative 10 packs. Lovelorn Necromancer.
Fate is a fickle dance partner. Dance for me, darling! My steps falter.
Alright, 6 mana 4/4 with Storm. Burial Rite 3. Destroy 2 random enemy followers. Burial Rite 3. Do I have to Burial Rite 3 creatures? Destroy 2 enemy followers, recover 2 play points. To perform Burial Rite 3, there must be 3 open spaces in your area after this follower comes into play. Okay. So you do have to have 3. This is a weird card. Definitely fills the graveyard. Let's open another 10. Because I want some vials. We are just opening legend after legend. Did they up the rate or something? Yeah. The hero faction is basically the Super Sentai, for the most part.
Judgment's blades are not mine to wield.
God, amulets and natural followers. This card is fused. Transmute a card into a goddess of condemnation. Increase your leader's maximum defense by 5. Restore 5 defense to your leader. Give -5. That's cool. That's a cool card. How much does this cost, though? 6? This is just giving me fuel for my rotation decks. Another Icy Clone. I think all the heroes are in an earlier set for the most part, so I don't have a lot of them. Oh, new chess card. Battery. Summon 2 magical rooks. Enhance, give them +5 and +5. And it's common. That might be worth taking the rooks out of the deck for, because it's the same, takes the same slot for them. But they don't get their fanfare because you summon them. So it might just be a moot card. Gallant Dreadnought. Armed. Rain of Arrows. 6 or more cards turns into a deluge of arrows. Draw cards until there are 7 in your hand. Deal X damage to all enemies. X equals number of cards drawn. Yikes. That's a cool card. Another Soul's Light. Provisions aplenty. I just got the alt art version of that card from the what was it, the Spy Family event. So many legendaries. Grave Void Knight. Whenever cards are fused to this card, if this card is fused to 2 different cards or less, Necromancy 4, put a random Shadowcraft follower with last words from your deck to your hand, otherwise transmute this card into a Grave Adjudicator. Reduce damage for this follower to 0. Not affected by other cards except for those that change its attack and defense. Whenever another allied follower is destroyed, gain +2/+2. So that's a win-con card. And how do I get it to transmute into a Grave Adjudicator? Whenever cards are fused to this card, if the card fused with 2 or less cards, Necromancy 4. So if I just fuse 1 card to it, that's it? And then it turns into a 7-drop? Alright. That seems very playable. Necromancy 4, evolve for 0. Deal 4 damage to the enemy leader on evolve, and it follow on just... Yeah, that's pretty good. That seems very playable. Wabbit. 2 different Havercraft followers from 2 attack to your deck to your hand. Got a new Muse. Deal 1 damage to an enemy follower, restore 1 defense to your leader. If allied followers have evolved at least 3 times this match, evolve this follower. That goes good in an evolve/heal deck. When this follower evolves, deal 2 damage to a random enemy follower, restore 2 defense to your leader. That is a card that I would want 3 of in my Eris deck. My Evolve Eris deck. Well, that was some very lucrative pack openings. This is where I believe most of the hero cards are right now. I've been mostly opening Academy of Ages. Although now I've been mostly opening Order Shift. And we'll just do one more for the road. Nah, we'll save it. Anywho, that's all we have for the stream today. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. One last reminder, if you haven't already, probably go join the Discord to see when and where I'm streaming and what I'm streaming next. What I'll be streaming next, don't know. There's some World Quest stuff in Genshin I'd like to get done. But other than that, I have no plans until next week. So expect the next stream to be maybe Monday at the earliest. But we're going to try to keep the Tuesday-Thursday schedule always streaming. Until next time, bye-bye.